Yes. Dude has a Shoto down tilt. He has the best projectile in the game. He also has another projectile that's pretty good, but also we are about to start.
Those words you used to describe Rob, I think could also definitely be applied to Yoshi as we get on to Yoshi's story right there. It's Rambos Samus versus the pretty in pink RepTile. And you've seen the sets, you've seen the record. It doesn't look good for RepTile, but anything could happen on this bright and sunny London Monday.
Absolutely.
As we get on into story.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after these two have played so many sets, they must know each other so well. So who knows? This might be RepTile's day today. Already starting off with a decent advantage. Stay by. Rambos reverses it.
Insanely clinical, and Yoshi's story, contrary to, context, is terrible for Yoshi in this matchup. Samus loves this stage so much for that reason. You just saw it.
Yes. That up B out of shield that lands perfectly on the top platform means Samus gets very minimal punishes off of that.
And it's tough because RepTile, because Yoshi loves to box, loves to fight close range, has so many fantastic frame data punishes that they want to approach you. But Rambos, Samus, despite being a projectile-based character, has fantastic options with that up special. And so if RepTile gets in, if he gets in the wrong place, Chief, it could be curtains. And you can see already, it's already looking rough.
Yeah, absolutely. But RepTile finally secures that first stock, 100% behind. But what is that for a good player who might be able to bring it back? But it looks like he's already in disadvantage here, and Rambos hunting him down so viciously. Look at the way he's following him.
Yeah, this isn't your typical Samus gameplay. Rambos knows that he does have better escape options from RepTile. So if he picks an engage and it doesn't work for him, he can get out for free. If RepTile picks an engage and goes for him, RepTile does not have the same privilege as a couple of up tilts come through, trying to go for an early spike instead of back air is the answer, Chief.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And honestly, that back air, insanely powerful, but Yoshi already on high percent. But here we go. Rambos is honestly keeping the momentum going. Oh god, punishing almost every attempt RepTile has at making some kind of move. Even covering his recovery with the bomb there and then hitting him in the face with a charge shot.
Rambos doing absolutely insane work to RepTile. Gonna find a kill very, very soon. RepTile needs something in the bank if they want to turn this around. That kill so early was very, very dangerous, was very, very intense, and so now he needs a little bit of cheddar to take this home there, Chief.
Here we go. RepTile clutching out that second stop, but he's so high in percent. He's living on borrowed time already. And honestly, it's going to take something short of a miracle for RepTile to make something back here. Can he do anything to reset the neutral?
That is the question. One up throw will do it when you've got to confirm. So simple, Chief. What do you do?
It's so difficult to deal with this, so difficult. Someone as masterful as Rambos, controlling the stage, breaking your every approach. There's only so much you can do. But hey, there's always a game two.
There certainly is. And we have had a very, very heavy influx of Yoshis this tournament. I generally don't think I could name them all off the top of my head. As in, we've had RepTile and Jester. We've had David, who is a different fella. And they've had two more who I don't know the names of. They're endless. They keep coming.
Oh, man.
You know the final smash where they all get trampled on by the Yoshis? That's empty. That's empty.
Yeah, there's enough of them for it, honestly. Oh, God.
And the beauty of our good friend RepTile is they pick a different skin every game. Trying to keep it fresh. Yeah. What is not fresh is the stage choice there.
Yeah. Very interesting that RepTile would RepTile would opt to return to this stage. You think it would be, not in his interest to do that, but here he is. And this time doing slightly better, off to a slightly better start here, but still not enough to, oh god, that pressure from Rambos keeping RepTile on his toes, but he's firing back just as much this time round.
Let's move on into it. Going to see if Rambos can push this advantage all the way. Instead, actually sends it back to the stage. That shield going very, very low. Possibly RepTile can push that to his advantage. The dash grab does come out. Immediate tilt out of shield to send Rambos nice and high. But instead, Rambos goes for the fastball, covers the upper aerial space. RepTile is unable to punish.
Oh yeah, definitely. And look at Rambos going so deep in, but still able to make it back. 148% on RepTile. It's only going to take one solid hit. Is he going to get? And he back as him.
Unfortunate for RepTile there. Doomed if you do, damned if you don't, as he is forced out of the shield there, slowly blackening the egg instead. Rambos perfectly times it, but a spike there, Chief, takes him down to the river.
RepTile's telling Rambos, like, you might have had the first game, but this time I'm going to keep it at least even. I'm here to stay. I'm here to fight.
We'll see if the fight is enough. If RepTile can box this menace that is Rambos. Makes it back to the stage first, able to get the punish, sends him up. Early air dodge eaten by an up air. Down tilt comes through, couple of eggs to force the space. But once again, Rambos going for those back airs off stage. He knows he can outrange Yoshi, but possibly could all end as the footstool comes out. Luckily, a wall jump from Samus. Able to catch it out.
Yeah, honestly, it's incredible. That sequence there was so telegraphed from both of them, aware of what options they were trying to cover. But RepTile trying to keep Rambos off the stage as much as he can. He knows he has the advantage for the first time this set. Gonna keep going, naring him.
That's the stuff, sends him out, tries to get the up air. Almost it for Rambos. Setting up air of his own is the returner. Jab into smash. What a confirm from RepTile there.
RepTile on his first solid lead, and he looks like he's feeling good. Let's see if he can get back to stage here, and he eggs Rambos right off stage, but he looks like he's okay.
Yeah, not going to fall for that one. Instead, RepTile going to work a lot harder, but he's got a lot more resources to play with. A couple of strings to keep Rambos airborne. Absolutely juggled right now. Rambos going to find a way back in. Not a lot of space to play with. We've seen Rambos not abusing these boxing resources he's got. Instead, trying to fall back for a couple of projectiles, which isn't quite what you want on the smallest stage in the game, Chief.
Yeah, of course. Oh. Look at the way they are moving right now. They are applying so much pressure. No boring camping here. And it's really paying off for RepTile as well, because now he's making use of some of his frame data here, and he's able to box with Rambos just a little bit better than he was before.
Exactly, and you know Rambos is going to be looking for something instead. It looks like a misstep from RepTile. Leads into a kill confirmed, sends him right up there. Rambos looking very, very heavy right now. Needs to find an opening, Chief.
Yeah, and you can see RepTile desperate for this kill here. He just threw out 2 smash attacks, and he knows as soon as he gets in range, he needs to pop him off, and there he goes, forwarder, taking the second game. 1-1. RepTile letting Rami know it's not over yet.
Fantastic, and it's very, very rare you see gentlemen's to stages that are not PS2, Chief. And you can see the reasoning. Both these players very comfortable in these scenarios. It's just about who can dictate the tempo, who can force the pace of the match in their favor. And honestly, where have the chips fallen for you there, Chief?
Honestly, after that kind of display from RepTile, I believe next game will be fairly even. Either RepTile will continue on this momentum and roll over Rambos, or Rambos will get his nice adaptation back. But it's so hard to tell, especially if we see them go to a different stage here. What are they thinking of? Surely not Brinstar Depths.
I'm ready for anything at this point, Chief, as we do finally settle upon the battlefield that is Town and City. Thank God that came to... you could tell I was padding for time.
Oh, yeah,
my goodness.
Of course.
Now, this is an interesting one. I mentioned earlier that Rambos was kind of defaulting to a bit more projectile play. He was starting to lose the boxing match, the Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Yes.
And so now if he does want to apply a bit more zoning pressure, sort of shift his... kind of star chart of Samus, he's got to go for a longer stage, and this could be it there, Chief.
Yeah, exactly, especially because I think one of the key differences between last game is that RepTile secured that lead very early and Rambos was playing catch-up. We all know Samus has all the tools to keep you out and keep the lead, but when it comes to approaching, things are different. So let's see, can RepTile secure some kind of solid lead, and will that help him win this set?
Well, let's find out right now. Looking fairly even. Rambos able to abuse the up special out of shield at the very, very echelons of these corners. RepTile got to play a little bit more centric. If he does want to take it, reads the jump out of the egg. Fantastic, but it's just a little bit of damage. He wants more, Chief, and we got to wonder how he's going to get it right now as he retreats to the ledge.
Yeah, honestly, look at him. He's Rambos up being him out shield. You thought he had a decent amount of momentum here, but that forward smash still not taking the kill there.
Very, very heavy gal, our Samus. Going to see if RepTile can find one more, or if Rambos is going to force it out. An up smash out of shield is pretty good. Trying to find a spike, immediately answered by a forward air. As forward tilt comes out, this is the difference maker. Rambos has options. Rambos has access to a lot more disjointed moves than our good friend Yoshi here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And honestly, you can see both of them are fighting for their lives with this first stock because they know exactly how it's going to dictate the rest of the game.
Exactly. Alas, despite fantastic work from RepTile, despite the kill sparks, it is Rambos taking the opening gambit, and now RepTile forced on the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it's still going to be an uphill battle for RepTile here, and you can see already Rambos has changed his mode of gameplay. Absolutely happy to throw out those projectiles and go for a thingy, but RepTile fires straight back with an up smash to secure the stock finally.
Beautiful conversion off the egg there. It's a ham and cheese omelette. Got the egg. Well, you've got to take the meat there, sir, as the projectiles coming out. RepTile got to find some form of credit on this stock, or Rambos could run away with it. B-reverse. Not going to quite get him any advantage, but a couple of eggs just to force the space. Not let Rambos get too comfortable, Chief.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at it. RepTile's finally closed in that gap, but he's still not able to keep that close in. 171% on RepTile. He is so near death, but look at him making use of it. He still holds that hope in his heart that he's going to bring it back, and all he needs is a decent advantage state, and he can take it all the way to death if he needs to.
A wise man once said, Chief, I have the high ground. And frankly, that's what RepTile is utilizing. Rambos only able to enact on a horizontal plane. Meanwhile, RepTile, he's got these angled eggs, able to give Rambos a little something he's not quite used to. And so you see, he's happy to take these trades because RepTile wins out every time.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see RepTile's finally securing some semblance of advantage here. Can he keep Rambos in the air? Swallows him whole, and then he's going to...
Immediate edge into the ground. There's the up air. He needs one more. Can he get an egg? Sends him up, but not quite enough. See if he can push it all the way. Falling down, trying to find a spike. Instead, Rambos able to delay it with the bombs.
Yoshi surprisingly heavy, still living at 187%.
Once again, able to armor through the forward air, but alas does succumb to the up air. RepTile finding it with an egg, going for a spike for safety. But now it's 0-0-1 apiece. There, Chief. Where are the chips falling? Who are you feeling? Takes it down.
It's so difficult to tell. Both of these players have such good comeback factor. RepTile just faced a ridiculous deficit and was able to bring it back to even. Now, though, can he continue to bring it back?
Let's find out right now. A little bit of boxing. RepTile already at 73. We have seen him come back from much worse. Grabs him out the air, forces him up. A couple of up airs, not going to be able to make it. A little bit of a bomb just to mess up the tempo right now as Negro comes out. Back to neutral.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And honestly, Rambos currently running the stage, but let's see if RepTile can do something here. 74%. All he needs is a little bit more damage to make it even.
There's the reverse grab, mashes out, but a jab is the answer. Once again, the down smash not going to connect as the jab does beat back. Once again, both of these players looking for an opening. The horizontal versus the angle. Hope you study geometry class, fellas, because Rambos is suffering in these trades. Can we find a way out? Looks like the charge shot is primed, Chief. Which way are we falling? Final destination. The platforms are gone.
Platforms are gone indeed, and RepTile dodging that charge shot knows that right now if he gets one solid hit, just misses the up B somehow. I don't know if that was SDI or RepTile's having a lucky day today, but all he needs is something. Just one little thing, and maybe RepTile can take this set, and you can tell Rambos as well.
Already proven a perfect parry into a jab, into a smash, coming by the spike instead. Luckily, Rambos able to react, knows he's going for it. Instead goes for another egg, gonna try and find something. It's last hit, baby. Can Rambos clutch it out, or have we got the first upset from RepTile? What are we feeling, Chief?
Oh, who knows? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he just misses it. Just misses it.
There it is, sends him up with the SDI. The DI, in fact, is perfect. Trying to find the spike, not quite enough. Rambos delaying time, blowing himself up with the bombs. Able to make it back right now. There's the grab, there's the up air. But alas, Rambos clutches it out.
Such a good game played by such good players. RepTile so close. He had the mental fortitude. He had the advantage state and he had the comeback factor, but Rambos clearly just that little bit more experienced and that little bit better grab with the up throw.
It is a shame. Unfortunate stuff